Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 superhero video game boss fights. For this list, we'll be looking at boss fights in superhero video games that made us wish we had the power to rewind time and play them over and over again. Since some of the bosses on this list are integral to their stories, we're issuing a spoiler alert. Which boss fight made you want to reach for your super suit? Let us know. Number 10. Sentinel, LEGO Marvel Superheroes. Protocol initiated. These mechanical monstrosities are the scourge of mutant kind in the Marvel Universe, but even they get treated to LEGO Marvel Superheroes' lighthearted sense of humor. You can trigger a boss battle by getting too close to them with any character or by being spotted while playing as a mutant. The best way to deal with them is to find their weak spot and use ranged characters to deal some damage. Beating them isn't very difficult, but strategically breaking them down while they politely talk about destroying mutants will have you spilling your studs in laughter. Anyone? Number 9. Galactus, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fate of Two Worlds. With Galactus's insatiable hunger for entire planets and near godlike powers, very few fights are as big as this one. This cosmic-level threat from Marvel Comics prefers to let his heralds deal with his foes before he gets his ginormous gloves dirty. And since it's a Marvel vs. Capcom game, he gets to pick his heralds from either universe's roster. Defeating them and then taking on Galactus and his devastating lasers while Earth inches closer to destruction really ramps up the stakes and makes saving the world that much more super.
I now must squash you like the bug that you are.
You win!
Number 8. The Hulkbusters, The Incredible Hulk, Ultimate Destruction.
I don't believe in luck, Lieutenant.
Finding a foe to go toe-to-toe with the Hulk is a bit difficult, but the Hulkbusters from the 2005 game definitely give him a run for his money. While you encounter enemies in Hulkbuster suits quite often, and you can usually deal with them the same way the Hulk deals with most things, but the real challenge is the boss fight with General Ross and his 100-foot Hulkbuster suit. Even though Tony Stark isn't in the armor this time, his advanced technology sure is. Ross is a challenging boss, and his long history with the Jade Giant makes this fight especially memorable.
Follow me to freedom!
Number 7. Sentinel Mark 1, X-Men Origins, Wolverine. This is the second time a Sentinel has made this list, and it proves that they're one-problem mutants like Wolverine just can't slash away, at least not easily. This game explored parts of the X-Men mythos that the movies didn't, and lets you maul enemies with a hard M rating. The size difference between Logan and the Sentinel Mark 1 makes whittling down its health bar until there's nothing left that much more rewarding. The Sentinel even launches into the air mid-fight while you hang on to it and make it crash land. This is a fight that fans of the X-Men cartoons cannot miss. Number 6. Shredder, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles IV, Turtles in Time. The Turtles are skilled fighters, but they feel like sheets of paper when they face the Shredder for the second time in this co-op side-scroller. The Shredder charges up and becomes Super Shredder, and the fight that follows is just as action-packed and helter-skelter as you'd expect. The difficulty of this fight makes us understand why we never stayed defeated in the TMNT cartoons. You have to use all your ninja skills and reflexes to beat this boss, and it'll still be difficult even with 3 of your friends. After dodging enough of his fireballs and strikes and saving the day, we'd say that an extra large celebratory pizza is in order. Number 5. Prowler, Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
I saved your life
You threw me in a cell.
to protect you.
Like this is protecting me?
Damn it, Miles. I'm not gonna lose you too.
Miles Morales, the new Spider-Man, is captured by his uncle Aaron, the Prowler, so he can keep him safe. However, Miles rejects his uncle's survival at all cost mentality and chooses to stand by his friends. A fast-paced fight ensues as the Prowler uses the shadows and a whole lot of gadgets like lasers and holographic projections that'll have you guessing what comes next. This fight is a major step in Miles' journey towards becoming a hero and will both keep you on your toes and tug at your heartstrings.
You, me, hating each other? That's how it happened between me and your dad. I don't want to repeat that.
I don't either.
Number 4. Bane, Batman Arkham Origins. The man who broke the bat isn't someone you should trifle with, and that's certainly the case with Batman's second encounter with Bane in Arkham Origins. After using an experimental version of Venom, Bane becomes a deadly behemoth. To make matters worse for the Caped Crusader, his detective vision malfunctions as Alfred warns repeatedly that Bane has reached full potential. You have to use stealth to stay alive and defeat Bane, so staying crouched behind grates, peeking around corners, and only attacking him when he least expects it is the way to go. A single misstep and Batman gets a one-way ticket to meet his parents. Number 3. Kessler, Infamous.
You were there after the bomb went off.
I've always been there, Cole. Every step of your life.
This fight is electrifying, literally. It can be overwhelming the first time since players who run headfirst at Kessler are met with an aggressive barrage of bolts. Cole McGrath, the hero or villain, depending on how you play the game, faces off against Kessler, his arch nemesis. What sets this apart is the reveal that Kessler is actually you from the future, from a timeline where you failed to defeat a being called the Beast who brings about worldwide destruction. Beating a more experienced version of yourself, who always stayed a step ahead of you throughout the game, is satisfying, no matter whether you're playing Cole as a hero or a villain.
Die!
Number 2. Dr. Octopus, Marvel's Spider-Man.
I've worked your whole life to help you. Please.
You're fighting the wrong man.
The devious Dr. Otto Octavius has often tried to get the better of Spider-Man, but never has it been this heart-wrenching. In this game's storyline, he had created his mechanical tentacles to compensate for his worsening neuromuscular disease. Using this technology drives him to insanity as he tries to get revenge on Norman Osborn. Be prepared to swing all over the Oscorp Tower and even fight on the side of this skyscraper, slipping past Doc Ock's inventive attacks throughout the fight. Since Peter always looked up to him but is now forced to fight him, this spectacular finale is as cinematic as it is conflicting.
If you want to change the world, you have to be the kind of man who can make the hardest decisions.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Mr. Freeze, Batman Arkham City.
Give it to me.
I'm afraid I cannot do that, Batman. You have given me your last order.
Strength won't get you far with this boss fight. You'll have to use creativity and tactics to tackle this frozen foe. With Mr. Freeze, you have to think of different ways to temporarily incapacitate him using a takedown before attacking him. What makes this fight unique is that simply running up and attacking him without taking him down or using the same takedown twice won't do. There's no vertical vantage points for you to take a break and plan your strategy. And if you get caught, you're treated to an ice blast. Batman always has to keep moving and plan a step ahead, while Freeze uses his heat vision tech to follow your footsteps in a tense game of cat and mouse.
In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.